A very good evening from the Herb Graham Recreation Centre in Mirrabooka, Western Australia, for the elimination final in the National Wheelchair Basketball League 2014. Third place Wollongong Rollerhawks going head-to-head with fourth placed Victoria. Coming into this game over the regular season, Wollongong played 15 games, won 10, lost 5, drew 0, and Victoria played 15, won 9, lost 6. So not much to choose between the two teams, very evenly matched. And if we look at their records offensively, Wollongong Rollerhawks were the second best team, having scored 1,073 points, while Victoria were the third best ranked offensive team, scoring 1,060 points. So just 13 points between them both on the attacking stakes. And then when we look at their defensive rankings, well, Wollongong were third and Victoria were fourth, and it was 901 points scored against the Rollerhawks and only 959 against Victoria. So again, just a margin of 58 points. We've just seen an outstanding first semi-final tonight, with the RSL Queensland Spinning Bullets defeating the Be Active Perth Wheelcats in overtime, 59 points to 56. And this promises to be as equally an exciting match. So make sure you stay with us. Of course, the highlights will be up on YouTube after the game has been concluded. Huge expectations on Victoria this year leading into the season, because they probably made the two biggest signings to their roster. Tristan Knowles coming in wearing number 11 and Sean Russell wearing number 5. Of course, both these players seasoned campaigners with the Australian Rollers. But the Rollerhawks, they always seem to peak at the right time. They didn't make the victorious three-peat last year, having won back-to-back finals the 2 years previously and stopped the domination of the Be Active Perth Wheelcats. Tip-off underway. Deans getting it back, and straight away, Brett Stibner's on the ball. Another one of the seasoned Rollers campaigners, although he has announced his retirement now. First foul of the match conceded. Free throw from the side. Luke Popple on the ball again, makes his way into the key, sets it up, first basket to the Rollerhawks. And a good basket from Luke Popple. Straight away on the attack, Tristan Knowles. D'Amelio passes out wide. That's a great shot and a great basket coming from Campbell Message, evening the scores up. You get the feeling this is going to be another game that is going to be very, very close all the way through. Adam Deans just short with his basket, didn't even get the rim or the net. He would be familiar with this court, having played all his national wheelchair basketball for the Be Active Perth Wheelcats at this very arena. And this year he changed teams to get more court time. Message on the attack again for Victoria. Crowded in front of the ring. Knowles misses. Popple comes up with the ball. Deans with a good block, centre court. Popple with space on the left-hand side. Comes back. Good pass to Taylor. Past Stibners. Lining up the shot now is Darren Hayes. Missed it. Knowles, shaped to pass and continues forward. Great grab, great, no, that's a brilliant basket from Sean Russell. Was just drifting underneath, but managed to just push it up as he was going under the basket. Dean's under the basket this time, just pops it up, comes back out. So Victoria with a 4-2 lead at the moment. 2 minutes gone. There's a lot of scrimmage going on, but the ball only just coming into play now from Michael D'Amelio. Victoria moving it well. Knowles again to D'Amelio. He sets up for a shot, comes off the ring and is grabbed on the rebound by Luke Popple. Popple to Stibners. Stibners goes long range. Comes back out off the rim. Dean's got it back to Stibners. Good play by him. Stibners looking for options. Popple goes forward, so does Darren Hayes. But the ball instead comes to Nick Taylor, to Deans now. Just rolling back from the net. Misses again. Josh Allison picked it up. Knowles carries it into the offensive zone. Good pass. Lifting no against Sean Russell. Popple again carries it forward for the Wollongong Rollerhawks. That would be quite a game tomorrow night if they get through tonight and take on the Perth Wildcats. Foul against Adam Deans. So Adam Deans coming off straight away, looked for the high five with the coach, who didn't give it to him. So maybe the coach, Ben Ettridge, not too happy with the start that Adam Deans has had. He has missed a couple of shots. Nick Taylor penalised this time. Michael D'Amelio from the side to Tristan Knowles. 360 from him. Trying to create some space. Good dummy to get past Stibners. Good pass to the back of the key. But unable to get the shot on target was Josh Allison. Popple carries forward again for the Rollerhawks. Asking for the foul and not getting it was Andrew Tarrant. Now having to do defensive duties, but Tristan Knowles speeds away. Superb pass under the basket and more points for Victoria. This time coming from Sean Russell. 6 points to 2, Victoria lead against the Wollongong Rollerhawks, coming up to halfway through the first period. Stibners, good basket from him, closes the gap. 6-4 now to Victoria. Knowles on the attack once more. Little shimmy of the hips. Just sees him accelerate into space. Lovely pass again under the net. It's there. Good basket for Michael D'Amelio. 4-point lead goes back to Victoria. Wollongong, Stibners over the top. Popple gets another 2 points. So the game, the pace really picking up end to end. Offensive foul against number 4, Josh Allison for Victoria. Timeout has been called by Victoria. Currently leading by 2 points. Their coach, of course, Andrew Flavel, was for many years a player as well. Whereas Wollongong Rollerhawks coach Ben Ettridge is the coach of the Australian Rollers. Had a very successful spell with the Be Active Perth Wildcats before taking on the national role. Players about to make their way back onto the court. Scoring points hasn't been an issue really for the Rollerhawks this year. But the one area they were a little bit worried was defensively. Conceding 65 points on more than 8 occasions in the season. Poppel again, good work by him to find Stibners. Under the net, Tarrant gets the 2 points and levels up the scores. D'Amelio carries it forward for Victoria. A shimmy from him. Lovely pass under the net to Knowles. 2 points, thank you very much. Lead restored to Victoria. Poppel barking orders as he comes forward. He's stopped in his tracks. Finds Tarrant. Back to Poppel. A little bit of a gap opened up. Poppel saw a chance to go through. Feeds off to the taller Stibners. Good pass again to Tarrant. Little layoff. In fact, it was Tarrant who shot the basket. My apologies. It was a good combination between him and Nick Taylor. 10 apiece. D'Amelio. Good defensive play by the Rollerhawks. Good pass though from D'Amelio and a wonderful basket from Campbell Message. Carried forward by Nick Taylor. Poppel lurking on the left again. Cuts in court. Long range bomb and it's another basket to Brett Stibners. Evens the scores up at 12 all. Stibners penalised centre court. Questioned it initially. It's very rare that a player doesn't question a decision. Victoria, the only team in the top 4 not to have beaten Perth. So if they get through tomorrow, they will have to do something they've not done before. Knowles with a long-range bomb. What a shot! 3 points to Tristan Knowles. Well, it's 2 points actually. I thought it was 3, but of course he wasn't behind the solid light green line. Poppel finds Stibners. Stibners checks the shot clock quickly. Need to get a move on. They've got 5 seconds. The shot does come in. It rims and comes out. Claimed quickly by Josh Allison. Carried forward by Tristan Knowles. Knowles cuts infield. Good block from Poppel. D'Amelio finds Message. Tackle coming in from Andrew Tarrant. As we see changes coming from Wollongong Rollerhawks. Tristan Knowles barking orders to his teammates where he wants them. D'Amelio gives it to Knowles. Points the direction. Goes for the shot. Oh, lovely basket once more from Tristan Knowles. Opens up a 4-point lead for Victoria with 2.5 minutes remaining in the first period. Knowles looks like he's brought his A game tonight. Good pass to Stibners, trying to match Knowles. For so long, teammates in the Australian Rollers side. Knowles again in possession for Victoria. Finds D'Amelio. He tries now from the side. He slots another basket. Great percentage shooting coming from Victoria at the moment. 18-12 they lead. 1 minute 50 seconds remaining in the first period. Adam Deans gets his first basket of the night to close the gap a little bit. Timeout called by Victoria. Tristan Knowles didn't look too happy that it had been called. I think he felt the momentum was with Victoria, even though Adam Deans slotted that last basket. Andrew Flavel giving his team instructions. Of course, he was a part of the silver medal winning team with the Australian men's national wheelchair basketball team in Athens. He used to play for the Dandenong Rangers, of course, which is what Victoria used to be called. He also played for the Wollongong Rollerhawks. D'Amelio carries it forward once more for Victoria. Back to Russell, to Knowles. Back to Russell again, lines up a shot. And it drops in. 20 points to 14 in favour of Victoria. Perfect start for them in this first period. The men in blue. Rollerhawks, who have a great basket from Stibners. Rollerhawks have so much depth in their side. Many expected them to be in second place on the ladder. As D'Amelio lays it back once more. This time unable to find the basket was Daniel Del Tosso. Of course, his sister plays as well. Adam Deans spins out of trouble. Taylor. Shot comes in, hits the rims. Deans gets the rebound, just put too much on it and pushed out of play by Knowles. And Wollongong, finally someone wants to come down and play the ball in. It will be Andrew Tarrant to Stibners. Forced back by Knowles. Back to Deans underneath the net, gets another basket. Knowles takes a tumble, but he's back up. I think Adam Deans is the man who's going to get penalised. We're in the final seconds of this first period, 20-18, currently to Victoria. D'Amelio does well, makes his way towards the net, then lays it back. Just rimming the shot there was Sean Russell. Stibners coming forward, but the siren goes for the end of the first period. It's been a good one for Victoria, but Wollongong Rollerhawks pegging them back. Score reading Rollerhawks 18, Victoria 20. Players about to make their way out for the start of the second period. Twice Victoria had a 6-point lead in that first period. And the lead only changed once. Rebounds have been pretty even, with personal rebounds for the Rollerhawks 7, 6 for Victoria. Michael D'Amelio waiting to get us underway in the second period. Knowles carries it forward for Victoria. Of course, Tristan Knowles hails from Wollongong. And he would have an interest in the AFL this weekend, being a mad Hawthorn fan. So Knowles penalised on that occasion. The Rollerhawks come forward. Fisher finds Popple. Back to Fisher. Stibners. Stibners tries a long one. Just hits the rim. Rebound claimed superbly by Del Tosso. Tristan Knowles, good look at the sway of the hips. Almost tips his chair over. Just caught the boards there. And now it's the counter-attack from the Rollerhawks. Dean's not looking up. His pathway was blocked superbly by Damon Fent. Stibners shaping to shoot. Has to go back. Popple under the basket. Hits the rim. Claimed well on that occasion by Del Tosso again. Very tall man, Daniel Del Tosso. Superbly stolen. Good intercept coming on that occasion from Brad Fisher. He finds Popple. Stibners ahead of him. Good defence, though, from Victoria. Closing down the options. Fisher, top of the key, though, has to go back to Popple. Tries a long range, just hits the rim of the net. And misses. Now carried forward by Sean Russell. Leaves it for Knowles, coming late into the attack. Manages to find Russell once more. Good pass to D'Amelio. Del Tosso tries to just play a pass over the top to Damon Fent, but just got the angle wrong. So no score after 2 minutes of the second period, or no addition to the score, I should say. Maybe this will change that. Yes, it does. We started the scoring in the first period with 2 points, and Popple pops up with another 2 points to tie the scores up in the second period. Oh, Knowles, lovely sway of the hips to take him into the key, but had to go a little bit wide. Shot will come in from Del Tosso. He's also drawn the foul. So the 2 points go up on the scoreboard, and Daniel Del Tosso goes to free throw line. As we see a change, Tim Marcro coming on, wearing number 8. For the Rollerhawks. Del Tosso. Clean as a whistle, adds another point to Victoria's score. 23-20 they lead in the second period. Strong defence stopping the forward movement of Stibners. Taylor lays it back to Fisher, but just off the rim. Knowles again, this time cutting across court from the right-hand side. Stibners involved with D'Amelio. Big smiles from Michael D'Amelio. Always good to see when in such a physical game there are a lot of smiles amongst the players. Some of them are wry, some of them are genuine. That was a genuine one. Good ball over the top to Russell. Lovely basket slotted by Sean Russell. 25-20 now in favour of Victoria. 3 minutes gone in the second period. Taylor again for Wollongong. Looping pass across court to Stibners. Lays it back to Fisher, looking for, well, that's a lovely play if it goes in. Oh, Taylor unable to do it, but quick hands from Popple, just laying it straight back to Nick Taylor. Deserved a basket. Knowles gets close. Claimed well by Del Tosso. Stolen though. Taylor comes forward again for the Rollerhawks. Popple gets space. Good pass to him under the net. Lifts it up. Is it going to fall? Yes, it does. Popple with another good basket, closing the gap. 22-25 now in favour of Victoria, and Popple takes a spell on the sideline as Wollongong ring the changes. 3 players coming on, one of them Ashley Kennedy. D'Amelio to Russell, pops it up, another basket. So they concede 2 and they add 2. Deans does really well, not only to keep possession, but to lay it back to Stibners. Oh, unfortunate. Just rimmed and then came back out. Knowles happy to hold play up. Del Tosso back to Knowles. Another swing of the hips. Finds D'Amelio out wide. It was a good attempt, but didn't sink it. Deans to Taylor. Deans surges forward. Taylor comes wide. Lays it off to Stibners. Stibners gets past Del Tosso. Top of the key. Now shapes to shoot, but gives it back to Taylor. 3 seconds left. Stibners shoots. Claimed by Sean Russell. Just lifts it under his arm. Finds, well, that's brilliant. Knowles. And a short little pass to Michael D'Amelio. And another 2 points to Victoria, and stretches their lead to 7 points now as we enter the final 5 minutes of the second period. Just a quick wheel change going on the sideline. Michael O'Prince needing a wheel change. Taylor again. Sets himself up, gives it to Deans though. Hits the rim. Superbly claimed once more by Daniel Del Tosso. Tall figure, Del Tosso, in his chair. Oh, lovely dummy by Knowles. Here is Del Tosso. Opted not to shoot. Russell. Oh, it would have been an audacious basket if he'd have got it. Stibners now breaks out of defence. And the basket falls for Michael O'Prince. And centre court, Damon Fent is on his back. Needs a little bit of an assistance. Back up now, all good. But O'Prince goes to the free throw line. Slots it. Michael O'Prince, of course, has played for the under-23s. Again, is a player with a great deal of talent. Claiming the ball now. He's born without muscles in his left leg and had worn supports, and then decided he could get more out of life without the leg, so chose to have it amputated. But showing the maturity. He spoke to a lot of people before he made that decision. Deans with the shot. Comes back. Sean Russell claims it. D'Amelio. Stibners stops him in his tracks. Sean Russell gets it. Carries forward for Victoria. Foul coming from Michael Allprince. Knowles again, just buffeted there by Kennedy. Three and a half minutes remaining in this second period. Lead still 4 points in favour of Victoria. The winner, of course, will play the Be Active Perth Wheelcats tomorrow night here at Herb Graham Recreation Centre for a place in the final against the Spinning Bullets, who defeated the Wheelcats in overtime tonight. Good pass to Damon Fent, lays it back to D'Amelio. D'Amelio opens up for a shot, doesn't quite get the right loop on the ball. It's taken quickly, comes back to D'Amelio. Looping pass to Knowles, brought down well. Shapes up for the shot, overcooks it this time. Stibner's on the attack. Oh, very aggressive in centre court. High five for Knowles. Of course, Stibner's and Knowles, former teammates in the Australian Rollers. Former teammates also at Wollongong Rollerhawks. D'Amelio with plenty of space to line up a shot, and he takes it. 31 points to 25. Victoria open up a lead once more of 6 points. Taylor coming forward again for Wollongong to Stibner's. Allprince shapes to shoot, just rims it. Deans tries to win the rebound, but Del Tosso gets there first. D'Amelio keeps it in play, but it'll be picked up by Stibner's. Stibner's makes his way to the top of the key, lays it off. Basket goes the way of Michael Allprince. Knowles again, swerves away, sets himself up. Another basket. 33 plays 27. Victoria ahead. 2 minutes left in the second period. Rollerhawks have played in the last 3 grand finals. Gonna have to do it the hard way this year if they're gonna get there again. Stibner's rims it, claimed superbly by Fent. Knowles gets a little bit of space, helped out by Russell. Deans blocks his path now. Knowles wheels backwards, shimmies his hips once more, then comes into the court. Lays it out wide to Russell. Russell tries a shot, just hits the rim. Deans gets the rebound. Taylor surges forward. Gives it to Deans. Foul going against, I think it might be Knowles. Tristan Knowles was the man penalised for the foul on Nick Taylor. Of course, Nick Taylor, an interesting character. He competed at the Beijing Olympic Games for South Africa and at the London Olympic Games, Paralympic Games for Australia. He was a junior representative for South Africa and captain of Natal at basketball, and sadly the day before the final of the Under-19 South African Championships was involved in a car accident. So that was when he was forced to change to wheelchair basketball, as we have another timeout. 1 minute, 13 seconds remaining of the second period. The Rollerhawks trailing 27-33 against Victoria. Victoria would love to go into the halftime break with a strong lead. Taylor finds Popple. Taylor, good swerve from him. Stibner's brave collection there. Finds Taylor again. Taylor looking for the shot, goes across to Stibner's. He's not going to get the shot away in time. Russell, good turn of pace in his chair. Changes direction well. It's a good pass to D'Amelio, and another 2 points goes the way of Victoria. 35 leads 27. Rollerhawks are going to have to really regroup. Long shot comes from Taylor, hits the rim. Rebound comes back. Is it going to drop? No. Good effort, though, once more by Michael O'Prince. Finally, they get the 2 points back. Russell. Knowles has hit the dirt, but he's back up. Now he's got the ball. How quickly he gets involved. Under the basket, 2 points, thank you very much. This time it's Josh Allison claiming the points. Stibner's wheels his way out of trouble. Finds O'Prince. Shot comes in, but the siren's gone and it won't count. And that means halftime is upon us. And the score here at Herb Graham Recreation Centre is the Wollongong Rollerhawks 29, Victoria 37. Final instructions being given by the Rollerhawks coach, Ben Ettridge. His team trailing by 8 points at the halftime break. They were trailing by just 2 at the end of the first interval. Plenty of time to make a comeback though. We saw that in the game previous to this, with the Perth Wildcats coming back in the final seconds. Justin Everson slotting a three-pointer to take us into overtime, but the RSL Queensland Spinning Bullets just had too much in the tank and were the victors and have progressed to the grand final on Sunday. Winners of this game will meet the Be Active Perth Wildcats tomorrow night here at Herb Graham Recreation Centre. Victoria, though, have started well. The question is, can they maintain that? Rollerhawks usually make their run late in the year and do really well in the finals. They rank 2nd in offense and 3rd in defense. They're going to have to improve their defense in these next 2 periods. Popple, who started the scoring, Stibner's just taking his eye off the ball and knowing he should have done better. Immediate substitutions for Victoria. Knowles, who's been so influential in that first period, only came up with 8 points, whereas D'Amelio and Russell have 10 apiece. D'Amelio goes to add to that, just rims it. While if we look at Wollongong, Stibner's collected 6. Luke Popple had 8 points in the first half, and Michael O'Prince with 7 points. Taylor shapes to shoot, baskets. Closes the gap, 31 plays 37. First points of the second period going the way of the Rollerhawks. Mind you, they started the scoring in the match. Knowles again finds Russell. Pass was just a little bit strong for Michael D'Amelio. Taylor, quick pass to Stibners. Stibners opening it up, looking for Deans. It was just too high. Stibners annoyed with himself, but did issue an apology. Knowles just tells Campbell Message to hang on to the ball. Message finds D'Amelio. He'll shoot. And he gets a basket. 39 plays 31. Victoria maintaining their lead. Back on court for Wollongong is Darren Hayes. Strong challenge with Campbell Message. Stibners shoots, basket. 33 plays 39. Wollongong close the gap once more. D'Amelio carries over centre court. Now Sapes to shoot to restore the lead. Just caught the rim. Popple gets the rebound courtesy of Adam Deans. Suddenly they all change direction. Popple keeps going through, goes all the way, sets it up and claims the basket. Wonderful play by Luke Popple. Victoria stay calm. Knowles forced backwards. Good strong defensive pressure. Feeds the ball to Message. Oh, off the backboard superbly into the basket. 2 more points go the way of Victoria. 2.5 minutes gone in the third period. 35 plays 41. Popple again comes straight through the middle. Doesn't quite get enough lift on the ball on this occasion. Luke Popple, sponsored by Big Fat Smile. Great name for a company. Wollongong players all with individual sponsors as Message just rims it again. Popple on the ball once more. Good ball to Dean, sets it up, basket to Wollongong. D'Amelio just looking at the score. Carries it forward. Knowles just shakes his head. Unfortunate miss from Michael D'Amelio. Stivners closed down well by Message, but manages to evade the challenge and get over centre court and keep going. Popple surges into the key. Will he get the pass? Yes, he will. Turns, tries to get the shot off the backboard. Finally, it drops for him, and Luke Popple gets another 2 points. 39 plays 41. The gap is closing. The Rollerhawks are getting back into this match. Russell forced wide. Message pulls out. Russell shoots. Oh, it almost went in. Momentum certainly with Wollongong Rollerhawks at the moment. Popple directing traffic. Finds Taylor. Back to Popple. Popple, good turn, but well marshalled by Message. Finds Stivners. Stivners forced back by Russell. Popple shoots long range, just rims it, and the rebound falls to Sean Russell. Good evading tactics by Russell. Takes him into the key. Lays up for the shot, rims it again. Adam Deans gets the rebound. Stivners calling for it. He goes to Popple instead on the left. And Popple with an offensive ram into Josh Allison. A little bit surprised by the decision. Timeout has been called. So just 2 points now, the lead for Victoria. Coming into this period, they had a 7-point lead, so it's been whittled down halfway through the third period. Victoria regroup to get back out there and try and stretch their lead, which has been cut down to just 2 points. Daniel Del Tosso back on the court. Sister Leanne, we mentioned before, is again key player in the Women's National Wheelchair Basketball League. Tristan Knowles finds a little bit of space, plays it into Del Tosso. Foul. So the man penalised for the foul was Luke Popple. He's not getting the decisions at the moment. Pass to Knowles. Knowles shapes to shoot. Hits the rim, it comes back out. Claimed superbly by Darren Hayes. Taylor to Stivners. Hayes surging through the middle. Stivners creates space, finds Taylor, back to Stivners. Out to Michael O'Prince. Popple hits the rim, claimed by Del Tosso. Knowles. Taylor tries to go with him, but his passage is blocked. Laid back to Daniel Del Tosso, gets the 2 points. Victoria stretch their lead. 43 plays 39. Doesn't drop on that occasion for Taylor. Knowles again with the ball. Just slows down and sends Hayes the wrong way. Gets past Taylor, can't get past Oprince, but pops a beautiful pass to Michael D'Amelio, who claims another 2 points for Victoria. So, timeout called this time by Ben Ettridge, the coach of the Wollongong Rollerhawks. That lead just stretching away again, 6 points as they go into the huddle. Timeout comes to an end. Victoria first back out on the court. Wollongong make their way out now. Just over 3.5 minutes left in the third period. Wollongong pegged it back to just a 2-point lead to Victoria, but it's stretched back out to 6 points now. Taylor comes forward with Adam Deans. Makes his way down the left-hand side, blocked by Russell. But Taylor, the man deemed to have charged his chair into Sean Russell's. Knowles, such a key component for Victoria, the former Wollongong Rollerhawks player. Good pass to Russell. Knowles makes his way to the top of the key, takes up a good position, but Russell shoots. Hits the back of the ring and comes out. Stibners carries forward. Finds Deans. That's a good grab by Adam Deans under the basket, but he just can't sink it. Adam Deans has worked so hard at his game. He'll be frustrated that those are just not dropping for him tonight. Knowles, quick pass to Russell. Oprince is the man penalised. Tristan Knowles, quick hands again. Del Tosso gets another 2 points. 8-point lead now to Victoria with 2.5 minutes remaining in the third period. Just their setups are just looking a little bit better than Wollongong's at the moment. Taylor tries a shot, hits the rim, and it drops down and is claimed this time by Damon Fenn. Quick hands finds Sean Russell. Russell cuts infield, good block coming from Ashley Kennedy. Manages to find Knowles. Knowles makes his way into the key, sets up for a shot. That's a good block, but he's going to get the shot away and he's going to get the basket. Taylor did all he could to try and stop that one going in. But Knowles, just sheer determination and strength, saw him through. Ten-point lead now to Victoria. Can Wollongong come back? Stibners, Oprince under the basket. Foul goes against number 6, Daniel Del Tosso. A little bit of confusion as to whether it's a free throw or the ball is going from the baseline. Nick Taylor believes it's the baseline. The officials just discussing where we will continue play from. It would appear still no decision has been made by the officials below us. Usually the players know what is going on, and Taylor's taken up that position. No one's on the free throw line, so you would tend to think, go with the players. Taylor has the ball now. Stivness does really well to keep that alive. Almost going over his head and out of play in their defensive zone. Good basket from Taylor. Reduces the 10-point deficit. D'Amelio comes forward once more. The huge figure of Michael Oprince stops him. Knowles does really well. Strong challenge to take the ball under pressure from Nick Taylor. Now tries a shot, just hits the rim. Russell couldn't get it. Stivners gets it with a little bit of help from Michael Oprince. Stivners just blocked, manages to get the pass to Adam Deans under the basket, lays it back to Oprince. 2 points. Very unselfish from Adam Deans, but good support play, and he gets a thumbs up from Michael Oprince. 6 points the lead. They've whittled it down again. Knowles just buffeted there. So wide 11, Brett Stivners penalised. But it will be from the baseline, not the free throw line. Fent finds Russell. Russell, D'Amelio, short pass to Del Tozo. He draws the foul this time. And it will be from the free throw line. Of course, just the back wheels have to be behind the line from the free throw line, for those of you watching for the first time. 1 point claimed by Del Tozo. That's 50 on the board for Victoria. Misses his second attempt. Did say at the start of this game, one of the concerns for the Rollerhawks was they had conceded 65 points or more on 8 occasions this season. Well, they're heading for that at the moment. 37 seconds left in this third period, and they've conceded 50 so far. And Adam Deans and Nick Taylor getting entangled. Just trying to bounce their way out of trouble. Doesn't look the most scientific solution. And finally, brute force wins the day. "37 seconds remaining in the third period. Can Wollongong close the gap? They're trailing by 7. It'd be nice if they could get 5. Stivners with a long range. Knowles gets the rebound, and he will look to run down the clock. He'll be aware of where the time is. Although he's surging forward, looking to shake for a shot. No, now he has a quick glance at the clock. Knows with the shot clock he's got 10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7. Comes back to D'Amelio. Someone's going to have a shot. 3 seconds remaining. Russell shoots, misses. And there are 6 seconds remaining in the period. So that was good play by Victoria, just running down the clock. Substitution being made for Wollongong. Adam Deans coming off. Brad Fisher back on. Long-range shot, ambitious one from Michael Oprince. Never really got the arc right, and the hooter goes, and we've come to the end of the third period, and the score reads Wollongong Rollerhawks 43, Victoria 50. period about to get underway in this elimination final for the National Wheelchair Basketball League 2014. Last year's finalist, Wollongong Rollerhawks, trailing Victoria by 7 points as we enter the final period. Man doing most of the damage is Michael D'Amelio, their 2-point player. Tristan Knowles has 10 points, D'Amelio 14, and Sean Russell 10 as well. Luke Popple is the top scorer for the Rollerhawks at the moment with 12 points. And there just seems to be a problem with the shot clock, and it's finally come up, so we can now get the game back underway. We're off. Tristan Knowles, the fulcrum for Victoria. He's had plenty of possession, tries a long range, just hits the rim, and it goes away from all play and out of play. Nick Taylor. Nick Taylor and Luke Popple have been involved with a lot, but Stibners, who normally is such a key player, just not being able to land the baskets at the moment. Comes back to Taylor. Could have done with that 2 points. Andrew Tarrant is out there now for the Rollerhawks, wearing number 12. Tarrant, known as Drewy, used to play for the West Sydney Razorbacks. Andrew Tarrant actually spent a bit of time playing in New Zealand with Canterbury and won the MVP in the Oreo Open over there, as Canterbury were unbeaten in 4 games and won the Wheelchair Shield. That was back in, well, earlier this year actually. Stibners finds Popple. Taylor back to Stibners. Back to Taylor. Gonna have to shoot. Unfortunately, just misses. And once again, Knowles gets the rebound. No score so far in this final period. That's all changed. Good basket there coming from Del Tozo. Stibners again on the ball for the Rollerhawks. Just trying to find a spark or a way through. Tries a long-range bomb. Again, it just hits the frame of the net and bounces up and away. Russell. Good hands from him. Hayes closes him down. Finds Knowles, though. Quick pass. D'Amelio under the net. He's drawn the foul. I think Popple was the man penalised. So Michael D'Amelio will go to the free throw line to extend Victoria's lead. Doesn't get his first attempt. This is his final attempt. That's better. 53 plays 43. Victoria back out to a 10-point lead. It's the biggest lead they've had in the match. They've had a 10-point lead on 2 occasions before and been pegged back. Tarrant shoots. Doesn't sink. Russell surrounded by blue shirts. Plenty of support for him. Knowles gets past Taylor, into the key he goes, sets it up, gets the basket. The lead goes out to 12 points to Victoria. 7.5 minutes remaining in the final period. Strong defense from Victoria. Good pass to Tarrant. Should get the basket. Yes, it drops. Back to 10 points, the lead. Knowles does well. Stibners stops him, manages to get it to Del Tozo. Finds D'Amelio under the basket, but just couldn't get the shot up and in was Damon Fent. Stibners again comes forward for the Rollerhawks. Calls to look right, he does, finds Taylor, doesn't drop. Russell under the basket, claims the rebound for Victoria. Knowles carries it forward once more. Hayes does a good job blocking him. Pass comes to Russell. Lines up a shot. Off the backboard, but it doesn't sink. Popple claims the rebound. Surges forward. Just avoids Del Tosso. Well, he left the ball behind. He managed to avoid him in body and chair, but not with the ball. Quick hands. Knowles just gets it poked away from him by Stibners. Russell over the top to Knowles. Good call before he passed. And that is a great basket by Tristan Knowles as he was taken out by Darren Hayes. And they're saying the points will count. And Knowles will go to the free throw line with one shot. Score reading 57-45. 12-point lead. He can stretch it to 13, which will be Victoria's biggest lead in the match so far. Victoria looking like they will be the Be Active Perth Wheelcats opponents tomorrow night for a place in the 2014 Grand Final. Knowles misses. Stibners claims the rebound. Still a 12-point lead to Victoria. Stibners stops. Good pass to Taylor. Gets the basket. Closes the gap. 10 points now, Victoria's lead with just over 5.5 minutes remaining in the final period. Can the Rollerhawks come back? We saw a dramatic fight back from the Wheelcats. Knowles, good pass to Russell under the basket. It's not going to sink. Claimed well by Michael O'Prince. Huge figure of a man. Popple comes forward once more. Finds O'Prince. Drawn the foul. Timeout, though, has been called by Andrew Flavel, the Victoria coach. Still has a 10-point lead, but obviously just wants to get his team refocused as we go into the final 5 minutes of this period. Five minutes, 20 seconds remaining in this elimination final. Victoria leading the Wollongong Rollerhawks, who finished third. Victoria finished fourth by 10 points. Timeout called just before Michael O'Prince goes to the free throw line. Chance to pull back a point. He takes it. Can he reduce it by yet another point? I think it was announced there would only be one free throw, but that's why I think we have one of the umpires talking to judges down below us, but it will be two. Rims it, claimed by Russell and Del Tozo. Knowles. Sharp pass to Del Toso, but he was unable to find the basket. Just rimmed it again. Luke Popple. Still a young player, Luke Popple, who played in the World Championships in South Korea. 23 years of age. Taylor. Stibners. Yes, finally Stibners ripples the net. "50 plays, 57. Victoria still leading 7 points. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. They have to stay focused. Wollongong have all the experience, all the know-how. Daniel Del Toso again passes to Russell, and he claims the 2 points. Back out to 9 points for Victoria. Russell barking orders for his teammates to get back and defend. Long range, close. O'Prince claims the rebound. Was looking ready to shoot, but just felt wasn't right, so came back to Stibners and Popple. Back to Stibners, O'Prince again. Will he line up the shot? Yes, he will this time. Rims it again, and D'Amelio claims the rebound. Knowles once more drives forward for Victoria. Finds Del Toso under the basket, and he claims another 2 points. 11-point lead with 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Victoria in the box seat. The fat lady may be warming up. Popple was going to try and put a stop to that. Foul given against Daniel Del Toso. He looks perplexed at the decision. He's now asking what the foul was for. Taylor makes his way to the baseline. Popple pops it up, just wouldn't bounce the way he wanted. D'Amelio, quick pass to Knowles. Sits so high in his chair, lays it back to Russell under the basket. Couldn't get the angle right. O'Prince picks it up. Popple carries forward, finds Stibners. Stibners shimmies one way, then the other, then goes backwards. Pops the pass to Michael O'Prince under the basket. 2 points, thank you very much. 52 plays 61. 2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. Popple almost intercepts, then gets back and defends. Good pressure from Ashley Kennedy. Good work by him. Knowles pops the pass over the top. Damon Fent lays it in. Another 2 points. "63 plays 52. No matter what the Rollerhawks throw at Victoria, they've got an answer pretty quickly. Stibners, great grab from him to Taylor. D'Amelio penalised. Two minutes, 10 seconds remaining. 11-point lead to Victoria. Stibners, quick hands, but Victoria should come up with the ball. D'Amelio does. Great pass over the top to Tristan Knowles, who just rolls in, pops it off the backboard, and another 2 points to Victoria. And they now have a 13-point lead with under 2 minutes remaining. You would think that's too big a mountain for the Rollerhawks. And their season 2014 is going to come to an end tonight. There's another 2 points to Michael O'Prince, who's had a big influence when he's been on the court. Popple tries a long range, it's short. Just ruffles the net underneath the basket. Looking at the body language of the coach, Ben Ettridge, it looks like he knows it's over. His team are never going to get 13 points back. Oh, sorry, 11 points back in just over a minute and a half. Knowles again to Michael D'Amelio, long range, yes, another 2 points. 67 plays 54. Victoria really in the driving seat. Stibners unluckily just hits the rim, claimed by Daniel Del Tozo. And once again, D'Amelio finds Knowles, skates into the basket, but just as he was about to lay it up, the angle was all wrong. Sean Russell. And the foul you would think would be against Nick Taylor.
Substitution for Victoria. David King back on the court.
So, substitution for Victoria. David King comes on. The number 10. 53 seconds remaining. It looks almost certain that Victoria will play the Be Active Perth Wildcats tomorrow night for a place in the final against the RSL Queensland Spinning Bullets. Knowles again does superbly. Pops the shot up off the backboard, didn't sink it though. David King involved, and Nick Taylor, the man penalised. Timeout has been called. Oh no, it's not a timeout. It was just the judges, I think, saying that it's a free throw, not from the side. So David King, he's only been on the court a couple of seconds, draws the foul, gets a free throw and slots the basket with ease. You wouldn't think he'd been sitting on the sidelines for 3 quarters with shooting like that. And he gets both of them. Brilliant play. Not easy to come off the bench and just slot a basket that cleanly. Stibners shimmies one way, then the other, goes into the key, lays it back to Popple. Back to Stibners. Back to Popple again. Long range shot, hits the rim again. 69 playing 54. 21 seconds remaining. Victoria really just will wind down the clock. Russell throwing himself at Russell was Nick Taylor. Well, there were a lot of people who were surprised when Wollongong Rollerhawks didn't finish second on the ladder. They finished third, and there'll be many that will be surprised that they're not going to progress through the final series here tonight. Russell misses his first free throw. And his second. Oh, Victoria are not an easy team to play. Their offense has been superb tonight. Nick Taylor gets another 2 points to narrow the gap. 56 plays 69. But it's that defense for Wollongong. 8 times they conceded 65, and they did again tonight. The final score meaning that the Wollongong Rollerhawks are no longer taking part in the finals. It will be Victoria playing the Be Active Perth Wildcats tomorrow night for a place in the 2014 final of the Australian National Wheelchair Basketball League. The final score here was a victory to Victoria, 69 points to 54.